Hi everyone, we are in the part 2 about functions that returns value. So let's start. So now I would like to give you an example how we're going to use function to help us, specifically that returns value. For example, we have two ellipses, okay? Two ellipses that we can start it with creating the canvas. I'll make it 400. Okay, and I will create ellipse. One is on the left side. Let's see, 550. And the other one is on the right side. So now we can put 450. Well, in this case, I want to create integer x01, basically x coordinate of circle 1 and x02. And I will put value on x01 equal 50, x02 equal 450. I will change this to x01 and this one to x02. Let's see. Okay. Well, my bad. I should change it to 500. Okay. Now we have x01 and x02. After that, we want to modify the value of x01 and x02 so that it looks smooth to each other. So in order to do that, we need the void setup as well as void draw. Remember, void setup basically run only once, will be run only once, and void draw will be run again and again, and that's where we gonna need the void draw, especially when we want to move the one of the ellipse, the shapes, as you see there. And don't forget to make it better, you will need background. I'll make it 150. So now if you run it, it's going to be like that. And now if you want to detect the collision between circle 1 and circle 2, I will move circle 2 as well. Let's say if it collides, you want to change the color of circle 1, or you want to just print that it collides. You can do it this way. We can create a function which will return a boolean data type as true if it collides. So we can create boolean like check collision. Okay, and in that we will enter two parameters, which is basically the first ellipse coordinate and the second ellipse coordinate. In this case, we want to put integer, let's say 01 and integer 02. Alright. In addition to that, I will add integer R01, R02, basically the half of the diameter of the circle 1 and circle 2. So I would say this equal 50. Oh, sorry, equal 100 divided by 2. R02 equal 100 divided by 2. Okay, so in this case I would say R01 R02 by 2 times R01 times 2. This one is R01 and R02 times 2. R02 times 2. Okay, I hope you understand this part. Now in our function over here, we will use specific keyword called this. So if you check in the processing reference, this basically is a function that checks the distance between 2 points. All right, and it accepts 4 arguments. So in this case, we're gonna use 01. Okay, and in this case we also need the y coordinate as well. So I will create the y coordinate, y01, y02. I'll put it over here, y01 equal 50, y02 equal 50 as well. So I'll put it over here, y01, and this one is y02. So in here we also need integer y1 and integer y2. Or make it simpler, we'll create the here in the, I want to let you know that these parameters, these are all local variables. So meaning that you can only use it just inside these functions, and they basically you're gonna call them and they're gonna accept the inputs from outside. So this is why it's pretty flexible. You can name it whatever you want, although I really suggest to use different names. If you use same name, let's say if you also use x01 for x1, then you may need to add additional keyword, which is this, but we're not gonna talk about it for now. We just gonna I'm gonna demonstrate to you how we're gonna use this to help with our function, with the problem that we try to solve. So this x1 y1 and x2 y2, all right, and we will create this as a, we can put if the distance of 2 points between the first circle and the second circle, if it's bigger than if it's smaller than R1 added with R2, Okay. Then you need to return true, and else can return false. Okay. It should be RC1, sorry. RC2. So this RC1, RC2, they are global variables, so we can call them everywhere in our program, which is this one. Okay. All right. Now, there you go. Now we want to do something there. So you can call it if check collision. After that, you put the parameter, which is x01, x02. After that, r01. Oh, I'm sorry. It should be y01 and y02. If it's true, you can add, if it's true, then you wanna, let's say, print collide. Okay, and we can run our program. See, now on your console.log, you get the reaction over there. It will print collide. And we know that our function works actually. You see there. And we can add else. If it's not true, then we can put not collide. Okay, so when we run it, it will print not collide until it collide. After that, it's a not collide because the circles do not collide to each other. And this is the sample function that I can show you. In fact, if you want to, we can shorten this function by doing this. We can shorten this. Okay. Type it like this. Okay. So this is a statement. It's basically expression, as we say. Basically, it will return either true or false. It will have a value either true or false, and we will return that. So it will meet the requirements, which is the Boolean, whatever function that whatever value we want to return, as long as it's Boolean type, it's fine. Okay, and let's see if our function still works. You see there, right? This is the shortcut. I hope you understand. If it's difficult for you to understand, you can follow this. Still works as well. This is just a shortcut trick, I would say. And I hope you learn, and see you next time.